So, this happened.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
Yes, so guys, we are talking about the last film in the Batman series. We didn't talk about Batman 1989 all, because it was generally a world, because it was a world phenomenon, which everyone has a problem with the next three. That's why we didn't touch on that one, and plus, I find that movie too long and boring, so... Anyway, so, Batman Robin. Let's draw the picture here. It was 1995. Kids and their parents went to go see it. They came out of it and thought it was the best Batman movie ever. And then, the critics were shitting on it. And then, Warner Bros. Was like, you know what? Let's make another one. Do it more kid-friendly this time. Let's go. So, they got Joel Schumacher back, and for everyone who keeps blaming Joel Schumacher, it's not fair because he wasn't the problem that made Batman Robin, in some cases Batman Forever, awful. It was Warner Brothers. It wasn't Joel Schumacher's. But anyway, so the casting, one of the best, if it was written well, Batmans ever, George Clooney. Now, George Clooney, at this point, he came out of doing From Dusk Till Dawn, and then he went to do Batman and Robin, and he mentioned in an interview, and I think it's even on the Batman Anthology set that comes in the set with like all of them. He was like, Michael came in and defined Batman. He was Batman. And then Val came in and made and characterified Batman, or something like that, he said. And it was his own character, their own version. And then I came in to do Batman Robin, and then I was like, well, there isn't really much for me to go for, because Michael Keaton and Val Kilmer took all the characters, the ways to make it their own, and now I just have to basically do whatever I want with it. And whatever he wanted was the same thing that Adam West was doing in the 60s. So I take this episode fully as an episode of the Batman 1966 TV series, where it's not good, but it's truly hilarious. So, here's the thing. So, we talked about George Clooney. Let's talk about the lady in the room here that I may have had a crush on her back when I was a kid. Let's just watch and see what my 5-year-old brain was thinking. Anyway, so, yeah. Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. Okay, so, I think she was in Pulp Fiction beforehand. I could be wrong, but I think Pulp Fiction came out before this. I think it came out in 95, the same year as Batman Forever, I think. Or even 94. One of those years. Anyway, so... Or maybe it was 1997. I can't remember, honestly. But, yeah, so the point is that she came in and she talked to Joel Schumacher because she thought that was one of those things where it was like a damsel in distress character. But she was like, if it's a damsel in distress, let's just part ways. But if it's a villain, let's talk about it. So they talked about it because it was a villain. And she was on board. The original casting that Joel Schumacher had was Julia Roberts. I can't remember what year it came out, but I know Julia Roberts from Pretty Woman. One of my favourite chick flicks of all time. You see, me and Mum love Pretty Woman. So yeah, that she, I think she was unavailable. So basically, what happened after that was that they got Uma Thurman. They made hammer up Poison Ivy and made her a very 1960s Batman villain, and so all that happened, and then the character that is trying his best in this whole movie, and that is, of course, Chris O'Donnell as Robin. He returns to connect the third film to this one, as well as Pat Hengold and Michael Goth in the original two films, Batman and Batman Returns, connecting Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, and also Chris O'Donnell connecting Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. So, yeah, so he did a great job in this film. He did. Him and George Clooney as Batman have an amazing moment. Let's start with George Clooney's amazing way of saying that he's Batman.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
Anyway, and then after that, he does a Flintstones reference. And then, sure enough, when the opening has one of my favourite parts of the movie, they click their boots together and they go ice skating with a bunch of ice goons, Mr. Freeze's ice goons anyway, and then Mr. Freeze's rocket shoots off, and then Robin and Batman go up, Batman gets captured, Robin goes to save him, uses the heat ray to free Batman, and then they go surfing on the doors. And then, as they are trying to get this diamond from Mr. Freeze, Robin does one of the best references in a movie ever. If you guys know, I'm a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, so the fact that Robin does this, it's amazing. Let's take a look. See, it's amazing. So, that happened. And then, but yeah, other than that, he's the only one that is trying his best to go through this script. That is trying to make it more serious. And he even said that on the anthology set, that was like, when we were making Batman Forever, I felt like that I was making a movie. When we were making Batman and Robin, it felt like that we were making a toy commercial. Which I can't see in some points, but it's, even for a toy commercial, it's very, very funny of how wrong it is. And then, so, the other cast member is, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. Oh my god. One of the best hammy villains in a film ever. Ever. One of the best hammy villains. So, that shows you how good Arnold Schwarzenegger is. He goes from the Terminator to being a campy Mr. Freeze, based on the Mr. Freeze from the Batman 1966 TV series. You can't really see it because of the pink, but that is Mr. Freeze from the 60s series. And it's amazing. So, yeah, so there's that, and then the last person in the cast is, of course, Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. I actually quite liked her as Batgirl. The only thing that made me, like, not very mad, but just kind of like, why did you not do that? Which makes everyone go like, why did you do that? She is Barbara Wilson, Alfred's niece, except for Barbara Gordon, Commissioner Gordon's daughter. Or even, you could have done the New 52 wasn't around in the 90s, but it's, of course, but in the New 52 version, it's Commissioner Gordon's wife that's Batgirl. So that's that. And then you have Pat Hingle and Michael Goff being Alfred and Commissioner Gordon. And God bless their hearts, they're doing a great job in this awful movie. If you watch Chris Stockman's YouTube channel, he has a review. He has one with the schmoes on Batman Robin, and he has another one of him in the flick pick. And he just says in both of those videos that Batman Robin is a hilariosity. It's a movie that's so it's so bad that it's hilarious, right? Such atrocity that it's hilarious. So that's basically what Batman and Robin is. If you don't like the Alan West and Burt Ward 1966 TV series, you won't like Batman and Robin, and in some ways Batman Forever too. So that's what it is to me. It's a extended version of the Alan West series, and that's how I take it. So guys, please hit the like button down below if you haven't already. Subscribe. Also hit the little bell icon to get notified for future videos I make. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
There. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.